doubles and coffee. Morning. I'm not even saying good in that. 19 civilian contractors duly hired by the Commissioner of Police, former Commissioner of Police Gary Griffith, who 71% of you, the people say, was trying or doing a good job to try and keep you safe, to put systems in place to protect you, have been fired, have been terminated. 19. Do you all still think this is a fish market and it's a jokey issue and it's handsy-pansy politics? Political interference in your face, not even pretending, not even delaying. Political interference clearly in your face. So, a year ago, Prime Minister Keith Rowley says he lost confidence in Gary Griffith for whatever reason. He put in a process then, from then on, premeditatedly, with the vendetta in mind to get rid of Gary Griffith. He then involved and ensnared the chairman of the Police Service Commission and the President, Her Excellency of Trinidad and Tobago, making the President do what she is not supposed to do: ignore the Constitution, go against Section 123(4). The President admits that the list came, but now you see total, complete cleansing of the Augean stables. Understand that this is political interference in your face at the highest level in an institution that is to be independent. Politicization of the police is dictatorship. Politicization of the police is oppressive. Politicization of the police means we are in a police state. You all still want to play petty politics about who tried to talk too much in the parliament and who asked questions and who did not behave with good decorum and so on. Nonsense. While the speaker muted debate, the newspapers are pushing an agenda of the speaker who was so calm under pressure. And then you see newspapers now weaponized against Gary Griffith and people who were employed to help reduce crime. We're in a state of emergency. The police are without leadership, and somebody instructs somebody else who's acting, who's influenced by the political directorate, to act swiftly, to bust throat. Think about it. This is what happens, and rightfully so, when a political directorate changes. So after an election, the convention is that whoever wins, they get the opportunity to select people who believe in their policy, believe in their position, believe in their mandate, believe in where they want to go, believe in their philosophical, political positions. And therefore, the convention is that all people on political boards after an election or during an election period resign their posts. And then the new incoming Prime Minister and Cabinet can have the freedom to select people politically who are aligned to them to carry out their policies. That's what politics is. Now, the independent police service, constitutionally by the framers and with all right-thinking people who have existed on this earth, is kept separate from that politicization, because the importance of an independent police commissioner, deputy police commissioners, acting police commissioners, an entire independent police service is critical to democracy, because these police may have to investigate, arrest, lock up, indict, charge the very politicians who have certain powers. This is why there's separation of powers. So there can be no comparison to what is taking place now in front of your face with a purging of the police service contract workers on some spurious grounds, without a commissioner of police, without a police service commission, by someone giving instructions, and regardless of performance, regardless of analysis, regardless of the positions that we are in, regardless of the job that they are doing to attempt to keep us safe, they have all been fired, 19 of them, clearly due to political influence and pressure being brought to bear on people who do not even have security of tenure, people who may be aligned or who Keith Rowley has confidence in This is in your face. This is not in the face of the UNC. This is not in the face of the opposition. This is not in the face of independent people. This is in the face of every single citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Never before have we seen this madness. And we are seeing papers weaponized against people. We are seeing the Newsday printing that the speaker was calm under pressure while the speaker was thwarting democracy and doing the most insane thing of pressing her mic and muting all other mics to stop you, the people, from hearing the debate on a critical motion that has nothing to do with who is woman and who is man, that has nothing to do with who is UNC and who is PNM. It has to do with the Constitution and Her Excellency the President knowing the Constitution, knowing her duty and failing to do her duty, and therefore she must resign and be removed from office. No emotion, that's the law, that's the rule of law, that's the Constitution. Just read it. Read section 123, 3 and 4. And then you have them coming yesterday and putting Vishnu Raghunath and saying handsy-pansy politics, concocting a story out of the mind of Keith Rowley that we, the opposition, went in there to get thrown. And we failed to get thrown, therefore we failed. What abject, stupid asininities and idiocy. Well, the Newsday under Judy Raymond, who has an affinity for Keith Rowley, tries to push that. Ask Vishnu Raghunath some pointed questions and concocts a headline to pretend like, oh, the PNM won the political game. This is not a game. This is a very serious constitutional crisis. Later down in the article in column 4, when asked the serious questions, Vishnu Raghunath, just like Winford James, Dr. Mukesh Bastio, Dr. Emil Crown, Larry Lala, Martin Daly, Israel Khan, come down the line, Ramesh Lawrence Maharaj, Larry Lala, Om Lala, all the Express and Newsday editorials of the last 3 weeks are calling for answers, that we need answers on these critical constitutional issues, this political interference. The Prime Minister who went to President's house, who admitted he lost faith in Gary Griffith, Mr. Vishnu Raghunath said exactly that, which is what he agrees with Kamla Persad-Bissessar and the UNC, that questions must be answered, that this is a critical constitutional crisis, and no answers came from the guidelines that Kamla Persad-Bissessar has described as illegal by the Speaker. This is not a game. This is not no game for independent senators to come up and play, oh, rah, 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 PNM. This is a very serious issue, and now you see it in your face. 19 people hired to protect you by Gary Griffith, whether you like Gary or Griffith or not. This is not about personality. This is about a job. This is about the safety of the country. 71% of the people in the last poll said they had confidence that Gary Griffith was doing a good job. If Gary Griffith was doing a good job, the people he hired to do certain things to get us more advanced, to get us our detection rate up, to increase police presence, to increase morale, strategy, to keep the people safe, to keep you safe. Somebody has just pressed a button and fired all. Every labor union, everybody who's a worker, anybody who is anybody, regardless of political affiliation, must be deathly scared at this point. This is total, utter madness and total political interference in the police service. They have now taken full control of the police service. You all still think it's a big joke and the UNC is just playing games? When we want answers, and Rowley must go, Faris must go, the PNM must get out of this country. They are taking us into the realms of dictatorship. They are taking us down the line of Maduro's Venezuela. They did the Congo line. They met. They made their deals. They shut down Petrotrin. They protect their friends and family. They control your money. They legalize thieving. They control the institutions. They control the media. And now they control the police. Are you all serious? You all don't find that very scary? You all find that somebody should have that power because we read and ready? Are you all really serious? The police? Well, bless all you.